Alright, so good evening, everyone. This is Tim from Swinburne Uni, which is graduating at the end of this year, majoring in computer science. I'm here to introduce my journey of building an high distinction app for my unit, which is a local recipe keeper and generator. So, to be straightforward, my focus tonight is my recipe application, which is inspired by my cooking experience during holidays and my spare time. So I do watch a lot of food cooking videos from a variety of sites on my own, and I do follow some of them to make dishes I would actually have. However, I couldn't find a good place to keep them, especially when my brain storage is very limited, I would say. And near the end of the unit, the idea came out, which is the application I'm demonstrating here. So, as shown, the application has a main page to keep the list of the recipes with a nicely cropped thumbnail image indicating what the dish is and a few details about it. Sorry, one sec. And we also have a create button at the top right corner for you to create a new recipe, which we'll talk about that later. And you can click into them to view the details of how the dish can be made and share it with your friends if they would be like it. After you have attempted, you can give it a rating and a short comment. Then it will be kept in the history page. Besides, a cooking timer is provided to assist you with cooking, so there's no need to switch to other applications during cooking. And finally, a history page is provided to inform you that dishes you have made before, providing ideas on how you can improve that recipe or the way you cook. And here in this page, you can schedule a new time on calendar if you want to cook that dish once again someday. And the part I've been put the most effort on would be the recipe generating. Well, most of the time I've been spent with dealing with the buttons within the custom cells and finding a comfortable way of entering things. Yeah, I still find that the input of ingredients and steps are kind of challenging for a smartphone keyboard. So Edward has been providing some ideas and suggestions to me. There are quite a lot of existing relevant information that can be used as input, which includes recipe websites, magazines, supermarket flyers, backup food package, etc. And by implementing text for camera introduced by WWDC21, ingredients and even steps could be handled directly by camera. Unfortunately, the iOS simulator does not cooperate here, so we are simulating the process. That's playing correctly. Here, we simulate the situation that we get the ingredient from a random source. When we get the text from camera, we will determine the delimiter to separate them properly as input. And for my application, there are quite a lot of things to improve in the future. As mentioned, implementing camera input as an approach of entering ingredients and steps. Cooking tools need to be implemented as well, such as multiple timers and unit converting to help cooking. We can even have some feature detecting the time within the steps and will automatically start timer accordingly for you. And more interaction with ingredients will be desired. We can say connect them to nearby available supermarket to check if there are stocks left. Alright, at the end, I would appreciate Swinburne staff and especially my tutor Edward for answering tons of questions from me during the unit, because I'm basically emailing him every single second I could. Also, thanks CocoaHeads for giving the opportunity for me to talk in here. And also, thank you all for your time tonight. And I'll go back to Matt.